So today I took my son to the kindergarten, and one of the teachers asked me, can I make them box with the spacers in between, so they have a 6x6 box for our Latvian alphabet for the letters, and a couple of question marks, exclamation marks, dots, and stuff like that. I said, sure thing, I can do something, but since I tomorrow go to my job trip in Finland, the only thing as a material I have this plywood where my son decided to draw something on. Can you try to guess what is this? Type in the comments. So yeah, I'll try to do this fast as possible and try to film it as well. So yeah, let's get to it. This is a rough sketch of how it's gonna look. It's gonna be 504 millimeters by 414, and both of these squares gonna be 55 by 70, and the height of it altogether gonna be 32 mils, because plywood that I have is 12 mils, and I'm just gonna rip it in strips of 20 then to make the box itself this. So yeah, let's do it. So let's begin by sanding down this piece of art. I need to make it, I think it was, yes, 504 by 414. Now we have it by size, by 504 and 414. Now we just need to make a box frame. Now let's make side panels. I'm gonna make the frame for the box. And now I'm gonna rip these into 20 mils. Now we have two big side pieces and two for here. Now I just need to figure out how I'm gonna make these sections in the middle. Yeah, I think what I'm gonna do is gonna make these big pieces, all of them, and then these small ones I'm just gonna put in and glue in, because to make them to fit together like a puzzle, I think for this project it's not necessary and it's gonna take too much time. So yeah, we're gonna make them, these big ones, we're gonna make the hole like this, and the small ones we're just gonna cut in small pieces and put them in. Yeah, let's rip these, but these we still need 4 of them. No, 5 of them. Yes, 5 of them. Now we have our pieces. I'll still need to cut them by length because they're a little bit too long. I'll need to cut off of every single one 24 mils. Before I do that, I'm gonna do quick sanding to take off all this rip out. Now we've done that, I just need to take off 24 mils. So I did cut all these by length. I did some rough sanding on them. I'm gonna do on these side ones as well. Rip off all these splinters. You can see. I'm gonna do that. So they're all nice and smooth. And now I'm thinking about the edges. I think I'm gonna just take a small. I'm just gonna take this 45 angled bit and gonna take off the very corner itself. No, actually, these are for kids. I'm gonna make them so they're all corners are rounded. We're gonna use this small bit. And now let's do this for like 77 times. And this time I'm gonna be much smarter. While I work on routing all the sides, I'm already gonna put beeswax so it warms up. So yeah, once I did trim the edges and all these corners for them, I did manage to sand this plywood much better as well. I did sand these already, and now I'm just gonna screw them all around this plywood. I don't need to, so the glue holds it forever. I just need to hold it till so the super glue holds it while I screw it in place. So the sides are done. Now I'll need to trim these corners and put them like this in here. I think I'll need to cut off a little bit of these. Yeah, I'm gonna cut so they fit in and trim the corners. And so yeah, let's do that. I need to cut off like a itty bitty. Yes, now I'll just trim all the corners. Yeah. So since all of them are routed with the rounded corners, now it's time for some quick sanding. I did sand all of them. Now I just need to make spacers for I don't know, like 3-4 of them, so I can put all of them in place and they are even, so they're not like in different sizes. Wait, in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one is extra. Oh, since this one is extra, I had one that I didn't like. This one, I didn't like this one because you see, corner broke off, and I can put a nice one in. Yes. Actually, I understood that I'm gonna need quite a lot of them. So yeah, that's not gonna cut it. I will think of something with this chop saw. Now let's test out our spacers. Are gonna they fit like I need them to? And did I measure everything correctly? So yeah, let's put it a little bit to the side so you don't have to stare in my forehead. I'm gonna need 2 more. And yes, they all are gonna fit like this. So since for all these spacers I need to trim edges as well, I thought this is gonna be too short to put it against the router. So what did I do? I just made this simple jig where I can put it in, just upside down, and trim both ends and easily flip it around and do that as well. And now we're gonna test it out. And let's hope that something doesn't go flying. But it shouldn't. And yes, it works pretty good. So now all jigs are made. This one's for rounding up the corners. Made this stop block so I can cut them. And this one is already in the size. So yeah, now I'm gonna rip them in strips, trim these two edges, then I'm gonna cut it into small pieces, by 50 by 55 mils, and then using this jig I'm gonna trim the corners, so in the end it looks like this. This one still needs to be sanded, but I think you got the general idea. It's really lovely when you're 100% sure that the camera is recording. You rip the strips and come check out the recording, and you understand that you didn't record anything. So yeah, that's that. So now, yeah, now I'm 100% sure that's recording, and now let's trim the long edges. Now that's done. Time to move over here and cut them by size. So now I have 30 of these pieces. Now I just need to, using this jig, if you can call it a jig, make all corners like this. So all 30 of them are with rounded edges. Now time for sanding. Oh, all 30 of them are now sanded. Now I have to make spacers so I can glue these in place. Yeah, I'm gonna make spacers and then we're gonna glue everything. So here are some spacers, and let's hope that I did calculate everything correctly and that everything will fit how it should. That's of course under condition that I didn't screw up something. And I did screw up something, but thank God nothing too crazy. There's like I could squeeze it in, but yeah, it's gonna be fine. There was a couple of mils, not gonna change. Not a couple of mils, like maybe half a mil. That won't change nothing. That will change nothing. Let's just put super glue on them and squeeze it in. By the third one, I put that glued in. I decided to put wood glue as well, and the end result is gonna be much better. So I just finished gluing everything. It wasn't that long, but it did took some while. So now I'm just gonna put it against the heater so it glue dries a little bit, and then I'm gonna flip over and screw all outside edges from the back side. Now I'm gonna trim corners so they're half rounded as well, like these edges, and then we can start to think about oiling. So I didn't even notice that the camera died, but yeah, what did I do? I did drill these screws in, some holes, and then screwed in some screws around these the side ones, and I did sand everything. And now I will wait so the phone charges up a little bit, and then we're gonna oil it. And now the best part is to oil all of this. Now everything is dry, waxed and dry, and it turned out like this. So yeah, kids can put in these this alphabet here, and they will still have some places for dots, question marks, exclamation marks, and something like that. And yeah, and in the evening when I go pick up my son, then I'm gonna give this to the teacher. So yeah, tomorrow they can start to use it. So I hope you enjoyed this video where we made this alphabet thing, where I made and I showed you. That's the best thing I could come up in this short notice. So yeah, if you did enjoy this video, please consider subscribing, pressing that like button, and typing in the comments maybe what you didn't like or did like, or what you want to see next once I'm back from Finland. And yeah, see you in the next one.